Welcome to another episode of the Philosophy of Chillin. I'm your host, Dunlap to Connect. And as you can see, I'm in a new vicinity and there's somebody sitting right next to me. So, without further ado, I'm about to introduce Miss
Yasmin. Oh my god.
I love it.
Yes.
So as you all will not know, but I'm about to inform you, this is not the first time that this individual has done this conversation with me. We have had the glorious opportunity to re-record this conversation because there's so many good gems that this individual has to relay in regard to the topic that we're going to discuss today. But before we get into all of that and everything, can you please introduce yourself to the audience and let them know about you?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I'm Yasmin Hill. I'm a producer, writer, and digital content creator based in Atlanta. I'm the founder of Yas Media, a production company. I specialize in media projects that fuse lived experience and creative storytelling. So if you've seen my work, if you haven't seen my work, you might see something in the form of podcasts, short films, written materials, commercials, scripts. I am one of those people that likes to do it all. So
We love that though.
yeah, absolutely.
So with that being said, like I was saying before, this is not just an introduction to what she does, but this is an introduction to the philosophy that she applies to the work that she do. So without further ado, we're gonna dive into everything that deals with recreating, whether it be within your own personal journey, within the stories that you're telling creatively, or how you are handling yourself professionally. All of these things have periods in life or moments to where you have to understand how you are evolving. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this topic with you is because I met you in a stage of evolution, and having this conversation now is kind of like a full circle moment. And I love it because I know for a fact I've seen you grow along with your artistry and how you handle yourself professionally. So, one of the main questions that I wanted to ask you was, what have you learned through your phases of just learning yourself and understanding how the tidbits that you needed to grow in have kind of exuded themselves within you? Did that make sense?
Yes, that does make sense. It's a very good question. I'm gonna answer in maybe like two different ways. So when you ask me how I have learned myself and that part of the question outside of my work as a creator, I have learned, I just think with age, with intellect and academia, all these things, I have learned to trust myself. It is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Trusting yourself, trusting your gut, and kind of like feeling yourself a little bit. So I'm not in your shoes, right? I don't know what it looks like on the outside, but if you're receiving a confidence or a professionalism when you're looking at my pieces or even just out on the street, it's because that confidence is there, right? You're not imagining it. And I think sometimes we kind of stray away from saying,
Yeah.
actually, like, I'm actually a shit.
Yeah.
And that's something that I have struggled with for a very, very long time. And so on an individual personal level, being comfortable with knowing that I'm a shit, being comfortable with evolving and knowing that I'm not at my final form yet.
Yeah, that's good.
But the final form, I'm building that right now.
That's good. That's good. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Everything that you will have, you already have it in you.
Yeah.
And you're building it. So whatever, you want to be an engineer, you want to be a movie director, you want to be an actress, like all of that is in you already. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm just kind of brushing away the stuff that doesn't matter and really honing in on what does.
Mm-hmm. Dang, that's good. I guess to kind of piggyback off of that and kind of go a little deeper, I know for me that's something I struggle with as well too. And it's not because, you know, you don't understand what you can do. It's more so about how to exude that or showcase that with authenticity towards somebody. And because of other energies of people, sometimes internally it's just like, I know I can do this, but am I really gonna like combat in this space or in this environment? Like, I can really just go with the flow with it all and, you know, not say nothing or just do what I know I can do, but only if someone asks me. And I know for me, sometimes that's constricting because why can't you? Why can't you go into that room and, yeah, you know how to draw logos and you know how to make suggestions on marketing decisions, and then you can flip on the other end and get into your business bag and your logistics and your executive stuff. Like, these are all different aspects, and yeah, some people are comfortable with doing one, but there's no shame in having multiple hands in the game. So for you, how was it understanding what those multiple hands look like?
I've been a creative person my whole life. I've always gravitated towards reading and writing and watching and listening. And, you know, the medium changes.
Yeah.
And the program changes, but I always find myself in those situations that if before we were paying bills and making decisions, I would choose to put myself in positions to create. I was making videos with my friends. I was writing short stories or, you know, and not knowing that I was exercising a skill that was going to stick with me for the rest of my life. So
that's good.
When I think about creating and I think about ideas, sometimes I'll think, oh, okay, well, this would work as an audio story, or this would work as a photo shoot or something, you know, for example. And different ideas work better in different mediums. And I've had the privilege of being able to develop those skills from maybe like teenagedom. I picked up a camera for the first time I was 14, started editing around that same time. I did film festivals and stuff when I was in high school. We had a studio, so I was like the director on our news show. And so I have always been interested. I have a degree in journalism. So I was always interested in that form of storytelling. And the industry changes.
Yeah.
And the mouthpiece changes. And I think I'm comfortable in a hybrid sort of situation because
that's good.
I know that the lens that I look at storytelling with can work in all these different ways.
Places, yeah.
And I'm a person where
the
majority of people in the newsroom don't look like Yasmin. So you know what I mean? At some point you're just like, oh, to get in the door, I have to know how to do then absolutely I'll be the editor, I'll be the camera person, I'll be the gaffer, I'll do all of that. And so I think I was just really hungry and interested in understanding all of those things. Now, when you have the foundation for storytelling, that is when you can have fun. And that's when you can start breaking rules, right? When you understand them. And I think that's kind of like where I live.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Which is, I had questions for that too, because even in terms of recreating oneself or even just emulating a vision that you have and going through that process of having to recreate exactly what you see in your mind and put it through a medium so that other people can understand too. What are some ways or techniques that you've seen yourself kind of grow in being able to identify what resonates with you? Did that make sense?
Yes. How to identify techniques to create in a way that resonates with me?
Like when you had that idea for a project and you're like, oh, this would go better with audio or this would be better visually. How are you kind of connecting what you see mentally to what you're executing physically?
It is about the subject.
Ooh, that's good.
I mean, that's the truth. It's about the subject. So if I'm like, if you're making a music video, obviously you're going to want captivating visuals because you want the audience to stay from 0 seconds to 3 minutes. And you want them to be captivated by the lyrics and the sound and the visuals. So I think you have to understand what the purpose of what you're trying to say is, right? So when you say, what am I trying to say? Then you think, okay, well, maybe this is just a poem, right? And that's just what I'm trying to say, and I just need to put pen to paper. And I'll tell you about a project that I recently produced. I put out a couple weeks ago a spoken word music video called Can You Say That With Less Attitude?
Ooh.
Can You Say That With Less Attitude was born from a lived experience that I had in a workplace. And so because I had that emotion from that experience, I was compelled to write. I hadn't written in a very long time. And I was like, oh, okay, well, let me just write. And then I thought, well, this can be bigger than that. Writing isn't small, but I just thought, I was like, this could be bigger. As I was writing the narrative, I was like, well, I think this can be something more. And so then that's how it became, right? So the project could have just been a piece of written material, and I think that would have been completely fine. I pushed myself because I wanted to communicate something to my audience.
Ooh. That is good.
I mean, you're like, wow, but I'm like, yeah. And so at the end, it ended up being a, non-linear story. I was able to collaborate with Deani Whaley, who is a wonderful artist and model who's really dominating in the alternative Black goth space. So I was lucky enough to be able to collaborate with her on that project. And was happy enough that she was, trusted me with her image and trusted the process. So I was really happy with the outcome. And the project lives in different places. You know what I mean? So if you want to read the written work, you can go on my Substack and read it. If you want to watch the video, you can watch it on YouTube. And you can watch and do a little sing-along if you want to.
Right.
So that was something that made sense to me. And I did have trouble explaining the idea before. Like when it was just an idea, I had trouble. I was like, oh, I think I want to kind of do like a music video, but I'm not a singer. And I don't make music. So like I kind of want to do this thing. And I wrote the poem, but I didn't want it to just be me on camera. So I was like, what can I do? And then I think just asking yourself those questions, challenging yourself, what can I do? I did not have 2 cents to rub together, but I was still super happy with, what came out. My fiance Calman, he produced the music to go with it. So it's like seeing a project, seeing other people that will thrive on the project. They all came together and it worked out. Did that answer your question? I hope so.
No, you definitely did. And the reason why I got so excited was because it's kind of like those reminders that happen in actuality to where even when you're going through it, it can seem so frustrating or it can seem oblivious to you in the moment because you're in it. but hearing you talk about it, how you had the intention to say, okay, I knew I was uncomfortable with this, but even at the same time, this notion, this idea, it had to be expressed, and the fact that you flowed with it really tells a lot about the determination and commitment that you have in regards to just your artistry and your development in general. So when I hear stuff like that, I get excited because it's like, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel it. And honestly, like, one thing that always captivates me is just the kind of personal attachment that comes out when you do any level of creativity, because yes, you can always morph your ideas to fit, like you said, the subject and the project that you're being called to, commission-based work. Sometimes it's not your idea. You have to, jump on the team with somebody else.
And we love that.
You feel me? Those are great opportunities, but, sometimes when you have your own ways of like, oh, I can see this going this way, but y'all not on that wave, so it's okay. With that, how have you seen kind of your voice advocating for the ideas that you gravitate to the most change from the time that you first got into the realization that this can be a career for me versus now to where you're like, oh no, this is my business, I founded this, and now I'm walking in it?
You're making me smile. I'm sorry, I'm just...
Oh, don't say sorry. I hate that word.
Yeah, okay. Bleep. How do I feel about walking in it? I'm finding it, I'm sorry.
That's good. That means that the reflection is still processing.
Yes, I do process a lot. I have faced a lot of rejection. And that's just the name of the game when you're in whether you're doing it as a part-time or you're doing it full-time, rejection is a part of it. That shakes you, and it shook me. It has shaken me a lot. I never gave up, and I knew, because anytime that I was rejected, it was always the nicest experience ever. I don't know if you've ever experienced something like that where maybe you're getting rejected for a job or a set or something, and whoever was making the decision could only say compliments to me.
Yeah, I've been there before.
You're so exceptional, and you're, oh my gosh, and I just don't even worry about it because you're that. Yeah. And you're gonna land on your feet, just not here. Not here with us, but I'm sure you're gonna be fine. So I've heard that message so many times in so many different ways, and it makes you angry and it frustrates you. Yeah. And you have to harness that and be ferociously in support of yourself, because no one's coming, right? No one's gonna say, let me get this idea out of your head. Let me put it out there. No, you have to do it. So if 20 people are going to see it or 2 million people are going to see it, like, it's worth putting out. Somebody rejecting you or someone having something to say is not a good enough reason to not put it out.
Ooh, so speak to them now.
You just, I don't know. You're asking me about walking in that. I can't imagine myself doing anything else. I've thought about it. I'm like, oh, well, should I have just done something else? Like, should I go back to school? Should I do something, I have a degree. I'm not, should I do something else?
It's intellectual property over here.
Yeah, it's a Friday. Tomorrow's gonna be Saturday. Next week's we can pivot and recreate exactly what you're talking about. But I can't imagine myself in a world where I'm not creating something.
That's good. That's good. Honestly, I feel that because I have experienced that exactly. Like, I've even had somebody tell me the spaces that I'm in or have been in, are developmental. and they're harnessed for students and apprentices. And they looked at me and they had a conversation with me. They said, what are you doing here? You're developed, you're there, like we're just having to find the next step for you and the connection point. And I'm like, thank you for letting me know what I already knew.
That's a word. What I already knew. And that goes back to what I first said of trusting yourself. You're not wrong.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so now kind of understanding where you are as far as not seeing yourself being able to create in other aspects outside of things that resonate with you, and also understanding the balance of what you have to do professionally and expansively as well, because you can't just build with just you, even though some people may want to.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, it takes a village, absolutely.
It takes a village. So how have you seen your environment change with you?
Yeah. I have to spotlight my friends and my peers because I have been very lucky to be able to create a group of people that want to see me succeed, and in a very real way. They want Yasmin to do well. They believe in what Yasmin has to say, the same level that I believe in them. And I'm very, very grateful for the group of women that I've surrounded myself with, directors, designers, public relations specialists, photographers, videographers, everything under the sun. So talented visual artists who inspire me. And they're inspired by my work. I might have anxiety about hitting post on something, and then I'll get a little text, OMG, Yasmin, I love that. I just read your article, Yasmin, I love that. That made me smile. Or getting those little messages, and it's coming from people in my circle, right? So I am a little protected, but those moments, knowing that it's reaching someone, it's resonating with them. Hey girl, this is cool. I'm glad that you did that. I put something out the other day, and my friend, we hadn't spoken in a couple months, they texted me and just said, this is the kind of work that I want to see.
Ooh.
And I love that. Completely unprompted. They're just like, I saw your article. This is the kind of work that I like to see. And so then I have to ask myself, it's like, these are my peers. I'm like, I feel like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm their biggest fan. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, wow, that's so amazing. Like, you like my work?
No fact, though. You saw it?
I'm like, we've known each other, we've been since this, but I still hold them in, their opinions in such high regard.
That's
and the protection that we have for each other, the support that we have for each other, it is necessary. Being in Atlanta, being on the internet, it's very important to surround yourself with people who are true.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. She's coming for y'all. Because that's the truth.
Yeah. I mean, I can't stand a fake. I'm sorry. I don't have the capacity to be fake, and I can't stand fake people. So, I just...
Yeah. Can't go with the flow on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. No, thank you. But, yeah.
I feel that. Wow, that's amazing. I say that because you can literally feel the genuine excitement and the love and support that comes with it. And I know for me, when I go onto your page and when I look at your work, I see your personality. Like, it's literally not like, kind of like soul awakening in a way, to where you're like, it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, people do that. Thank you.
Wow, that's such a nice thing to say.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. Yeah. Like, literally, the bubbly, even sometimes when you go on your, harder edge, you're like, yo, look, I might be smooth, my pink, and you know what I'm saying? I got my nice little teacup and my coffee cup right here. But at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just step at me any type of way.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that, because that's the different vitality points of someone's personality.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to understand for you, I know you've seen how your internal acknowledgement has grown,
Mm-hmm.
but how have you seen the comfortability in like just being yourself authentically on either platform, virtually, in person? How have you seen that grow within you as you've understood, okay, these are the ways in which I need to transform to meet the expectations of my future self and what I'm striving to?
Because we have to show up for our future selves every single day. I'm piggybacking off your question.
Yo, no, but that's it though.
Yeah, we have to show up.
Good.
We have to show up for them.
Yeah.
They'll know if we didn't show up for them.
That's facts. That's facts.
No, because 30-year-old Yasmin is going to beat my ass. No.
That's facts.
No, but she would. You got to get your reps in. Mm-hmm. Right? And so I'm not even like ever trying to claim that I'm the most experienced person at all.
Yeah, facts.
But
I can always learn.
Yeah, always. But you have to get your reps in. You have to build that confidence, to exercise that muscle. Mm-hmm. And then you have to separate yourself from what is real and what is not real. Right?
That's good.
The feeling, the tension or the anxiety that you might feel about putting yourself out, the feeling is real, but it is based on a fear that is not real. So you can't let that stop you.
Yo, she's talking to you.
Do your little outfit of the day. Do your little get ready with me. Like nothing, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So
do that.
Do it. I want to see it. So that's kind of stuff. I feel like that's just kind of how I get over it. I do a lot of, I believe in therapy. I believe in, tending to our mental, spiritual health. I think that has helped me a lot in reclaiming my confidence and ambition in, my career. So yeah. And then paying attention to what is real. This is real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You having your platform, connecting with people that you want to connect with, having the conversations that feed your spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're not the type of person that is going to go through some sort of fake conversation. So that whoever is sitting next to you on the couch, you're being fed by that conversation. Your listeners are also being fed by that conversation.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is what I want to focus on. I don't want to focus on the like, you hate me?
That's real.
Next.
I'm gonna keep going.
They keep going. So, yeah.
No, I love that. And honestly, I truly appreciate that. And I completely receive that as well, because these are also things that sometimes I know in my soul, but like you said, those feelings, they are real, and they can sometimes play into those realities that are just mentally being constructed. And sometimes I find myself trying to just make sure that I'm aware of it in general. So now that you've gone through these experiences and everything, like as you step towards the future, where do you see yourself continuing to grow and evolve, or even, put a spotlight on, okay, I haven't done this for myself, or I haven't done this for my creativity, or I haven't, tried this professionally and put myself out there in these ways? What are the next challenges you can see yourself growing through that'll break that next mold of 42-year-old Yasmin? Like, girl, I told you to do it, and you ain't do it.
No, that's not gonna happen. Oh my gosh, 42-year-old me will be in Turks and Caicos. I promise.
Facts. Facts. Chillaxing.
No, seriously. There's a few a few things that I definitely want to work on for the rest of this year and into next year. That is, one, doing more things that put me in front of the camera. I think that is something I've been super afraid of because I'm very comfortable behind the camera.
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable in the pre-production process because I understand the foundation of storytelling. And so those skills, they come naturally to me. I do have a background in public speaking, but it's still a little, you know, everybody gets a little nervy.
Yeah.
So that's something that I'm trying to overcome right now, putting myself in situations where Yes Media has a face and being comfortable with being that, but also knowing that like I am Yasmin.
Yeah.
I'm not always Yes Media.
Yeah.
So
there's a separation.
There is. I mean, there has to be. We're in a business where when you make things that you love, it's attached to your heart and your spirit, and that's the artist in me.
Yeah.
And then the business person in you has to say, no. You have to say. And your value as a human being doesn't come from your output as a creative.
Ooh.
So, I mean,
Ooh, that's good.
Guys, your value does not come from your output. We do not judge yourself on how productive you are. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we're all deserving of love and rest and all those things. But aside of being on camera more, I would also like to write and produce a piece of long form content. Hopefully in the documentary realm.
Okay.
So that's kind of the avenue that I'd like to take.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, we gonna talk about it.
I mean, I have, like I said, I have a Google Sheet with all of my ideas. Every idea that I ever have, I always put it on the Google Sheet.
Well, if you need a first AD, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
No, and then that's why it's so important to build your network, because you know when we get to that point, you already know. Hello.
Okay.
Say less and we there.
We booked.
Yeah. So when we get there, I know that I'm doing the work, and I know that it's just gonna be great.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel that though.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Especially when you get to see like, and that's one thing I do love about our industry. Literally watching the pieces play together in real time. Oh my God. When a gaffer is gaffing, yo, that's crazy on camera. And then they hit the lights and you like, there go the shot right there.
Yes, they're like, it's crazy. You know, I watch, I watch things and I'm the worst, guys. Do not go to the movies with me. Do not. I went to see Superman the other day and I was whispering in Cal's ear. I was like, because I love superheroes, so I was like so excited. I love being an audience member, you know, and I think that my true enjoyment of being in the audience informs my work as a creator. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah, like I like watching. I like learning things, you know. I want to make a documentary because I watch documentaries every single day. Yeah. You know, and
it's true say.
I mean,
that used to be me.
So it's just like,
well, still me.
I think it all just goes back to like understanding yourself and learning those things. So
that's good. I love it. Okay, I have one more question. Well, not one more question. We could really be here all day.
Yes.
Anyway, I did want to ask you this though. In terms of what you're doing now, what, how do I say this? For one, even if you were, when you were younger, not just in the industry and everything, but from the version of you that you remember that was still being taken away by a movie or videography for the first time, to now being in the space where you are the one creating and people are looking at you for what you are doing. How have you been able to sit in the appreciation of that development and recreation from that beginning to now?
I love that question. I do. I love that question because I am very into inner child work. And I just going back to those places, I have found myself, it's almost therapeutic, revisiting those pieces of content. And I recently put out an article about the fictional weird Black girls that I stole my personality from. And that was the most fun. Nobody told me to write it. I just wanted to do it. And that was the most fun I had in such a long time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, keep typing away. I wrote about Raven Baxter and Ashley Banks and Libby from Jimmy Neutron. And the way that, you know, we saw ourselves represented on screen, revisiting those characters. And there's probably tons more that I didn't include on the list. So I might do part 2. But revisiting those characters, it's therapeutic. I suggest it for everybody because I didn't realize how much it meant to me then. And because it meant something to me then, I'm able to create on it now. You know? Ooh. And it informs my storytelling. Because I don't know, I love that. I love the way that era of film and television made me feel. And so it's like, what can I do to bottle that feeling and recreate it, or even just be nostalgic for a minute, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so if you have writer's block, she just gave you some homework to do.
Yeah, definitely revisit whatever you used to love. Yeah.
Ooh, that was good. That was good.
I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you. I love Halloween too. So in October, I love doing like spooky movie nights, and so I'll rewatch Scream, I'll rewatch Practical Magic, and I'll put some, you know, new ones on the list, of course. But, you know, taking that time, especially during spooky season, to kind of go back, you're like, wow, this is fun. Yeah. So even if I don't do anything,
and then the change in graphics.
Oh. Yo, that's crazy. You know, so it's a practice that feeds me.
I love that. And you pour your intentionality to continue that practice. That's good. That's good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like I said before, we have met, and I said I had one more question, but this is the last one, I promise. Because this is a little story time. Because what y'all didn't know was I met Yasmin years before now. She's watched me grow and develop artistically. And we've had this conversation before. And basically, everything that was recorded previously, this is what you need to listen to now. Like, it's amazing to hear just the wisdom that is coming from your experiences. So I wanted to ask this final question, I promise, before we get to the last section of the episode. But in regards to just how you've been able to vocalize and advocate for yourself through these different phases of your life, how has the transformation been like for you? Or the recreation in being that, you know, soft-spoken person to stepping more and more into that role of, okay, I hear you, but these are my goals, these are my expectations, this is me. So how are we gonna move and proceed?
I'm sorry. I have always advocated for myself. And before I developed real agency,
Ooh, there was a difference in that. Okay.
There is. I think that there is.
Mm-hmm.
As a, like as a preteen,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'm standing up for myself for a bully or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Advocating for yourself makes you unpopular because it is uncomfortable. People are uncomfortable by conflict. Not me, but some people are not comfortable with conflict.
Mm-hmm.
I'm of the belief I don't think that conflict is negative.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it has to be negative.
Same. Can we talk about it?
You know what I mean? I think that that's just like a part of communication is conflict. So before I developed tact,
That's real?
in my past life, no, but before I became more tactful with my approach, I realized that when I advocated for myself, that I put myself on an island.
That's real.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's not to say do not advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Ooh.
Keep advocating for yourself. Be okay with being on the island.
Mm-hmm.
And now, because I developed those skills, I have created, I guess, an energy where the people around me say, Yasmin, I'm so happy you're in my life. You make me feel so confident. I'm so happy when I'm around you. Mm-hmm. And I get comments like that, every now and then, and that brings me joy.
Yeah.
Knowing that the way that I stand up for myself, the way that I carry myself, even in the way that I dress, the glasses that I wear, it is informing somebody. It is encouraging them. I'll tell you just a quick story. I was at Afropunk in 2019, the last time that they were in Atlanta, and I was wearing a scandalous fit because it's a festival. And I was vibing, and a complete stranger came up to me and was like, "I'm so happy to see you here. I'm so happy to see you here. I love this." I don't know this person. I'm not a fashion girly.
So, like I said before, we could really be sitting on this couch talking all day, but we are going to transition to the last part of this episode, this session. Honestly, I don't really consider them to be full-on interviews. Mm-hmm. This is a discussion. I'm co-hosting with you. So, with that being said, I'm going to pass the mic over to you. Are there any questions that you have for me, whether they're pertaining to the topic of recreation or anything externally?
I do have a few questions for you. Mm-hmm. You made a comment about looking at my work. Mm-hmm. Is there something specifically that struck a chord with you or stood out?
You honestly, transparently, your life energy, like from the moment I met you, I knew there was something that was hidden underneath. Mm-hmm. And the role that you were doing, like, it made sense. Mm-hmm. But when I got to know you a little bit more, each time I would see you, I was like, this is not everything for you. Mm-hmm. So along the way, I've just been taking like little tidbits, because I don't get to see everything.
Of course.
Because, we're always working, and sometimes, especially for me on social media, I will post and go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I'll be quick to do that for sure. But as far as like what it was, every time I've seen something that you've had a hand in, I get reminded of those moments I've seen. I'm like, yo, this actually correlates to what I saw in that day, in that moment. In my gut, this is exactly what I thought she would be doing and executing and everything of that sort. So it was really like that, and just seeing it in reality, I was like, this is great.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. I don't always get to like hold people hostage for feedback. So, what does recreation mean for you, and how are you applying that?
Dang, that's a great question. What does recreation mean for me? Well, I guess recreation looks like stepping into that embodiment of understanding. A lot of what you talked about earlier, as far as, you know, knowing something to be true internally, but having to go through those experiences to be able to know, like, yes, I need to be able to talk my shit, even and highlight the fact that I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Because sometimes, honestly, like, I just don't. And not because it's something in me that's like, ah, nah, I don't think I'm good enough. It's not even that. It's just like sometimes I just don't be wanting to waste a breath when I know I'm around people that aren't listening. So it'll just be like, okay, I know I can do this, but you want to do this so bad, I'm going to let you do it and I'm going to go about my business. But now it's to a point where it's like, no, they can still want to do it, but at the same time, you don't have to let them have it. You can also step up and do what you know that you can do and just let it flow the way that it needs to. So yeah, that's actively what I'm walking into now, and this platform is actually a big part of it, where it's feeding me and pulling that creative understanding out of me to where now it's like, I've worked in logistics for so long, and, you know, credit to the pros that's been doing this for years on end, but I really believe in the balance of both ends.
Yeah.
And I've always found myself in between these spaces where I'm able to grow professionally, exponentially, but I've also been always drawn by creativity and creatives who are like, yo, I want you on my team. Like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I'm just like, y'all don't think the same. Like, we gotta balance it out some way. Like, so it's definitely that actuality for me, and building that confidence to be like, okay, yes, these are the things, and these all create not just me, but my business entities too.
Yes. Who are your creative inspirations? Are you inspired by filmmakers or content creators or authors? Who inspires you?
Oh, so that's an easy but difficult question, because
depends on the day.
Exactly, which is why it's a little bit of everybody. Because one thing that you said earlier that I definitely recognize to be true for me is that I don't last long around fake energy. Like, I might be able to smile and wave for a little bit, but there's always going to be that situation that happens that delineates me away from that situation or person. And when it comes to getting inspired, it truly comes from the soul of what someone has invested within their professionalism, their creativity, or within themselves personally. Like, I look for that energy and that reciprocation. And when I feel it, like, if you listen to a song, when you feel them goosebumps, that's somebody's soul, baby. I hate to break it to you, it's not the 808. Like, the 808 helped it, it did. But whatever that person was feeling, whatever they said, those words, that energy they were using is what's relating to you. Everything else is just helping to emphasize and that emotion to make it clear to you. So that's really where I get my inspiration from, because I have to literally like take like TV away from myself. Like, I'll be like, okay, look, you better not turn on this TV. If you do, you're gonna get engrossed into this good production. And you're gonna be looking at the lighting, you're gonna be looking at the transitions, you're gonna be looking at the actors and how they
through the bear in like
you know
a
what I'm
weekend.
saying? So it literally can come from anywhere, and I really resonate when it comes to those genuine souls, even the souls of people that have created a trap for themselves in their artistry. Even that, like, I feel you, bro. I know that you hurt. You can't be too close to me, because I'm going to try to remove the hurt as much as I can. But if you want to stay in it, that's cool too. I still recognize you, and I still respect the fact that you are continuing to go through and deal with whatever you're dealing with, but you're here, and I appreciate that. So yeah, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, no, that's good. You're an artist.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. Yes, yes.
Well, I say that because, and Catherine gets on me about this all the time, but sometimes at a certain point, I didn't think of myself to be.
Yeah.
I did think of myself as a support system
Yeah.
for creatives, but for myself, it took a minute to be like, okay, those ideas that I had were in correlation to that person. So, yeah, thank you.
You are welcome. Of course, you are very welcome. Let me see if I have any last final questions while you're sitting here.
No, you're good.
I said the bad word again. What's your dream project to work on? That's like a easy question.
Actually, no, that's actually kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Because I had somebody say this to me one time, and they said, your talents have the ability to adapt to the project that someone calls you to be on.
Mm-hmm.
And I resonated with that so much because I do have a certain adaptability style to where it just depends on what you ask of me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's never like I can't do this. I can learn how to do it.
Yeah.
I just need to know that you want me and trust me to do so.
Mm-hmm.
So an ideal project is really just being around people that have that trust in me to do it. Like I said, first AD. If you trust me, oh baby, we getting out on time.
We going off.
And we getting this content.
Yeah.
And we gonna make sure when y'all look back at it, y'all gonna be like, ooh, that was too smooth.
Yeah.
How did I didn't even realize we was doing what we were supposed to be doing. I'm like, yeah. Because at the end of the day, like, these are all professionals. We all love the work.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just have to trust the people y'all are doing the work with. And then be smooth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my ideal project. Just being around a group of people that genuinely love what they do, are willing to challenge themselves to create, whether it be visuals, events, projects, businesses. If this is something that you're, fully supporting and it's genuine, I'm here for it. As long as you trust me, we can get it done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I can rock with it.
Thank you.
I feel like that's good. I don't know if I have any more questions.
Well, I think those are great questions that gave me some things to take back.
Yeah.
And I love that. I got some homework to do, and I appreciate that.
Oh my gosh.
Got some stuff to be journaling. You know what I'm saying? So before we get off the deep end again, we can really be sitting here all day talking, but y'all have to go. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to let Yasmin tell y'all one more time what she's currently doing, where you can find her, because y'all need to stay tapped in. So, Miss Yasmin, can you tell the people?
Yes, people. If you want to keep up with my work, you can follow me on Instagram at Yasmedia Productions. That's YASMEDIA Productions. You can also keep up with me on YouTube, same handle, Yasmedia Productions. If you're interested in reading some of my written work, you can follow me on Substack at Yasmin in Focus. My full name, YASMEEN. Yeah.
Well,
that's me.
As always, this has been Don't Let the Connect, and
Yasmin, bye.
We out of here. Peace. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your host, Don't Let the Connect, and I hope y'all didn't think that the conversation was over, because it definitely continued. But we have been having some technical issues. So anytime that stuff like this happens, it really seemed like a divine intervention. So with that being said, I'm not going to stress. I got some content. I know you guys want to see more. So if y'all want to see a part 2, y'all let me know. But I'm reaching out to the people, so we should have more coming soon. Peace.